Dave again, I'm here. This is workout number 4. This is your 4th video to complete your foam rolling technique. We're going to do the chest and the arms now. So, starting off with your pecs, with your chest, okay? Laying down, we want to get the foam roller basically 45 degrees into that pec minor area, okay? So from here, many ways to do this, okay? I'm pretty tight in the pecs, and again, from all the press ups that we do and everything else, you might find that just putting pressure on here for now is enough, okay? So you can again control how much weight you put on there with this arm, but from here, you want to get it right into that pec area, roll around a little bit like this, feel that area, okay? If you can, we want to take the arm out and roll, okay? Now this is pretty tender on me, do a lot of press ups, so if it's tender on you, again, you can just have this hand down, just put some pressure on there. You can still roll. Looks like I'm not rolling, but you can get the pressure on the trigger point where it's really, really tender, and you can still just put some pressure on there without doing anything. If you can, the next level will be to take the arm off, okay? And we're just going to do little rolls, just like we did with the lats. We're going to get that into position. We're going to do little rolls, extending, find the position, extend your arm out, really stretch. Now again, that is pretty tight on me. So again, we can hold for 30 seconds here. Once you've held, you can start rolling a bit more. Once we've done this as well, you can also span out, okay? So this is pure evil for me. This is one that I need to work on a lot more. So we can span out. So I would hold for 30 seconds first, find that point, see if you can get your arm out, stretch it. Stretch it to get some blood, some oxygen, really stretch through the muscles. We're pinpointing it, we're trying to get mobility back, we're trying to stretch the muscle out. If anyone's rounded in the shoulders, could be because your pecs are tight and they're pulling your shoulders over. So we really want to stretch. When we stretch, we want to go up. We want to stretch to the side. We want to try and get all the mobility back in that area that's all tight, okay? So this is nice, you can put the pressure on. Again, we're trying to sink into the roller, trying to span it. I'd spend a good amount of time on this, 5 times up and down, rolling side to side, really spend a good amount of time. Even just holding here, put your hand above your head, like just trigger point on it. You can control how much weight goes on there, but really, really try and bash out this area, okay? I'll do it on the other side quickly, just so we can see it again, and just so my chest is even as well. So 45 degrees we're going for, and we're in there. So again, first of all, if you just want to put some pressure in there, you can push down with this arm, put some more weight on this side. That feels really nice. If you can, take your arm off and do this. Take your arm off, breathe and relax, and we're just going to be on this muscle. So I'd start off by doing this, 30 seconds, minute, breathing. Then we can start to roll a little bit, and again, get yourself into whatever position you need to roll that pec. It doesn't matter what you do with your body, as long as we're in there. So really, really nice. Once we've pinpointed that area and we're into that tender point, we can really span it. And again, I'm putting some weight on here now with my left side, and I'm going to like full range of motion, try and roll through, trying to break up that tight area, trying to get some length in the muscle so that we're not pulling our shoulders over as much. This is a lovely stretch. If you've not done a pec stretch before, and for anyone that does all the press ups, this is amazing, okay? Again, just holding the trigger point without even taking your arm off is good enough to start off with. It's really going to break up that tissue. You can still grind it out here with both arms on the floor. Still really get in there. Again, cross friction, up and down. You can use all the techniques that you've learned already. Okay, pecs are huge, and that's a really good one, because that's going to give you a lot more extension in the back, like we've done with the thoracic spine. That's going to help you open up. It's going to stop pulling you forward. It's really good stretch. Okay, from there we're going to go on to our arms next. So let's go into our triceps, okay? So we're going to lay down. We're going to have a palm up. Place the roller onto the back of your arm where your triceps are. Now, from here, you can just roll up and down and try and find a tight area, okay? For me, straight in the middle there. It's really super tight. Super tight. You might get pins and needles, you might feel pain shoot down your arm. You just need to find where you are, okay? Once you're on there, palm up, again, we can just hold for 30 seconds, okay? I'm just laying down here. If you want more weight on there, you can rest your head on there. So you can rest your head onto your bicep, and that can push down on that trigger point, okay? Really good. 30 seconds or so, and then from there, if you're on the trigger point, you can turn your arm in, so you can put your palm down and out. So again, pinpointing that area, we can rotate, okay? Again, the same, you can do the same rolling with your palm down afterwards, gets inside the tricep a bit more. So start off with your palm up, okay, roll, 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 find where you are, have that trigger point. Once you're there and it starts to fade off, you can start twisting around and around, and we can also go back with our arm up in the same area, with our palm down. But start off with the palm up, this should be enough, really get there. And that's nice. Again, you can do side to side if you want to. You can hold. This is a nice one. Make sure that you're rolling through it. Spend as long on here as you like to break it up. Okay. Same again on the other side. Find that position. Get that underneath your tricep. Okay. Palm up first. Rolling through. Trying to find where we are. I can find already the same area here. We'll try to say right there. Super tender. So again, I'm controlling how much weight I have my hand here, my right hand on the floor. And if you feel like what we're trying to achieve is to sink on, turn our muscles off. So if it's super tight now and you can't put much pressure on, that's a good sign, because at the end of this, you want to be completely sunk onto the roller. So from here, if I can't put much pressure on now, I'm taking a lot of weight through my right arm, so I've not got to put my weight on the left arm. Okay, hopefully breathing, breathing, breathing. We can sink onto it a bit more, maybe even put your head on there a bit more, just completely switch off, okay? So when you find tight areas, it's automatic to want to tense up and not, I mean like there now I'm relaxing a bit more, I can feel a deeper trigger point there, and I'm just holding and breathing. I don't need to put my head on my arm, that's enough for me. And then again, I can start to try and get movement. I put my palm down, palm up, really try and break that area up. Once you think you've broken it up, we can roll through it again. We can go palm down and roll through it. So again, we're just trying to find that area. And again, if you find anywhere that's super tight, super tender, that's what we need to spend time on. Pause this video, take some time, okay? So we can really work the triceps. Make sure you're rolling through at the end, okay? Then we can do our biceps. Biceps, we can have this out, have your thumb pointed down, okay? Thumb pointed down. Hopefully I'm on the video still. Thumb pointed down, and we can roll through this bicep. So very similar to the chest position, but rolling all the way through this big bicep muscle. So this is a nice one. Palm down helps you just get a bit of a stretch. Really nice. So again, slow and controlled all the way up and down. You haven't got to worry about what we did with the legs going 1 inch. 2 inches up, 1 inch down. You just literally roll through, trying to find a tight area and hold. So on here we just hold, try and pinpoint the area. And again, if you want to move slightly up and down, cross friction, you can. But we're just trying to really trigger point these areas. Just pinpoint, hold for 30 seconds, hold for a minute, roll it through, break up any tension, okay? Same on this other side, same here. So palm down. We're just trying to roll through that bicep muscle. Okay, really good. So again, I find in the middle another little trigger point. So all you're trying to do is find a trigger point. Once you've found it, then you can breathe, relax. If you need to put more pressure on, you can just push through this hand on the floor and try and put more weight on that side. Stretch your arm out, really stretch your fingertips out. So we're just trying to really get into that area. Once we're in there, that pain threshold should come down. So if it's on like a 8 out of 10 on the pain scale, 10 being the worst, by the time you finish, should be on like 3 or 4, should be going down. And then you can roll through at the end. So spend a lot of time on the biceps and triceps. Then we can go on to the brachialis and the deltoids on here. So on this one, we're on our knees. Okay, we want to get the muscle that goes between the biceps and triceps, really, the brachialis, and this is a lot what you feel when you do your press ups as well, through the back of your elbow and leading into your deltoids on your shoulders. So the outside of the arm's really good. It's kind of like in between biceps and triceps. And again, my palm is up and I'm putting my weight over the roller. I'm going right down to just above my elbow and I'm going up. Okay, so you can go do your deltoids more at the end, which is more up here. But for now, I'm aiming on this bottom part of the arm here. We can roll and trigger point here. Then all your deltoids come into here. We can roll this bit as well. So for now, crossing over. Oh, lovely. Now this, from all your press ups, everything that we do, just having my weight of my arm, dead weight on here, really is enough for me. The weight of my arm on that trigger point is enough for me. I don't have to lean on it. I don't have to put any pressure on. So again, I'm going to hold that trigger point, stretch my fingers out, really stretch it out, and then we're going to roll through. So again, this looks like we're not doing nothing, but trust me, this is so nice. So nice, and just the weight of my arm really does the job on that. So that's a lovely one to do. And then we can work our way up to our delts. So again, this is where all the big shoulder movements we do. Again, we can trigger point there. I'm almost leading forward, so I'm pinpointing an area of my shoulder, and then I'm shifting my whole weight towards you guys, towards the camera. So I'm here on the deltoid, and I'm just rocking forwards and backwards like cross friction. That's amazing. Really, really breaks some tissue up. Everything comes down like a seed shape, attaches about here. So we can really get in there. Again, you can roll all angles that you need to on here, straight arm, rolling, rolling, rolling. And then when you're there on that trigger point, because you're already, most of your weight's above the roller, you can really push down on that. You can get a nice bit of release. And then if you want to, you can go up and down on here. This is your cross friction. So that is a lovely way to get your shoulders. So again, very quickly on this one, we're doing the same. We're going to try and get into the lower part of the arm first. Nice. But again, I feel that straight away in there. Lovely. Again, when you hold, you can spend a lot of time on here. All the press ups that we do, all the stuff with our arms. Again, the weight of my arm is more than enough on there. So we can hold that, pinpoint it for 30 seconds, a minute, try and roll through it. Again, a slight angle change. If you turn this palm slightly one way or slightly the other way, if you try and get different angles, just literally a centimetre makes such a difference. How you turn your hand, how you position, it moves different muscles, and it all pulls over there. So there's a lot of areas around the back of here I could work on. And then we finish off again with our shoulders on here, our delts. So again, we can put a lot of weight, we can lean forward, we can really get in there. So there is no right or wrong to this. You have to move around. I'm doing big circular motions now all across my delts. And again, it's just about finding what feels good for you. Once you find that trigger point, pinpoint it, squash it, full range of motion through it if you can, and really trying to break some areas up. The last thing we're going to do is our forearms. There's this is, if anyone has got any tenderness, this would be quite nice. But again, forearms, we can just use our hand to push down to get a bit more, so we can go all the way to the wrists, trying to just loosen anything up. You can go onto the sides. Again, you can turn over this side. If anyone's got any sore wrists or any tightness, then this would be quite nice. But again, we can just roll out the forearm by nice gentle movements. Again, find any positions that you need to do. You can put more weight on. You can squeeze your fist. You can just pull the muscles across. Same for here as well. Both sides. You can literally find your way with this. If you are tight, this might be quite nice, but there's not too much tension held in here. But again, either way, just to finish off, it's quite a nice way to finish off. If you do find somewhere, then you can squeeze. But that, guys, will complete your full body. And again, it's all about finding areas you need to work on. Find that tender area, pinpoint it, breathe and relax. Breathing and relaxing is really important. And then you can start stretching the muscle, full range of motion through that trigger point, breaking up the adhesions and getting loads of new blood and oxygen in there to give you the mobility back and the length of the muscles that we're looking for. So hopefully, guys, I'll do that all as a big sequence. If you've got time, we'll do lower body one day, exercise 1 and 2, do this 3 and 4 the second day. But really try and take some time. It's just all with a foam roller. There'll be loads more recovery videos coming for deep stretching and for lacrosse balls and all sorts of stuff. So hope you all like that. Thank you for watching, and tune in for more on the recovery section. Bye bye.